Iran's president says America is a terrorist and commits terrorist acts.
Here's a summary of the article.
Dubai, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani on Wednesday said America was a terrorist and committed terrorist acts, in a speech broadcast live on state TV, pointing to economic sanctions. Tensions have spiked between Iran and the United States since top Iranian military commander Qasem Soleimani was killed in a U.S. drone strike in Baghdad on January 3, prompting the Islamic Republic to retaliate with a missile attack against a U.S. base in Iraq days later.
This post received a score of 8,093, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Sure, Iran has terrorists too, but considering that it was the CIA at the behest of the Brits who threw down Iran's democratically elected prime minister and then later supported Saddam Hussein against them, I understand the sentiment.
Plus posting up killer drones surveilling half the planet. Iran's government sucks, but America really enjoys killing folks.
I saw a documentary about people in these war-torn areas. They were literally scared of blue skies, because blue skies are perfect for drone strikes.
Yep, you don't see anything, you don't hear anything, but all of a sudden your neighbor's house is a pile of rubble.
And thus a new terrorist was born and the war went on. Perpetual war equals constant flow of money.
From what we know, that was the best reason for Vietnam, and probably still is. Whoever sells weapons, warfare and bombs profits always from any war, and then it's not surprising when these companies are the biggest lobbyists of the US.
Forever War is a good sci-fi novel, basically dealing with the Vietnam War.
Star Wars is a good sci-fi novel, basically dealing with WW2.
It's neither sci-fi, nor a novel, nor is it dealing with WW2. It partly uses imagery we're used to from WW2 footage, like the turret scene in the Millennium Falcon, or the quasi-Nazi uniforms of the Imperial staff, but it's much rather an homage to cheesy old serials like Flash Gordon and such, as these were defining parts of Lucas's childhood.
Why is this news? They've said this a million times before.
Because it paints America poorly.
Oh no.
The U.S. backed Iraq in a war against Iran that killed 1 million Iranians. Part of that support included selling Saddam Hussein chemical weapons to use against Iran. I can't fault Iran for characterizing a conspiracy to gas thousands of Iranians as a terrorist act. Conspiring with Israel to assassinate Iranian scientists certainly qualifies as well. We've done some dark shit in the name of regime change across the world.
If I may add the relevant correction, greater than selling Saddam Hussein chemical weapons to use against Iran. The U.S. sold WMD precursor materials to Iraq knowing full well that Iraq was producing and using WMDs in its war on Iran. After the UN confirmed Iraq was using WMDs against Iran, the U.S. continued to provide satellite intelligence and advise Iraq on how to deploy the weapons for better efficacy. Iraq built the weapons and pulled the triggers, but the U.S. sold them the materials and instructed them on how to use them. Which is how we knew Iraq had chemical weapons in 2003. The Bush administration, Pentagon just neglected to tell line units this, so a good chunk of U.S. infantry waltzed into places unprepared and unprotected, and now a lot of guys are presenting all sorts of cancers and endocrine system issues.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.